everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today's reading is going to be, is he or she the one? And by the one, I mean somebody who makes an important impact on your life. I once had a friend who probably in her 20s went to a clairvoyant who told her that she was going to meet the one in her early 30s, perhaps gave her a date, it was like 32 or a year. So she waited for this man for like, I don't know, 12 years or so. And eventually he did, probably her main relationship pop up. He was a psychiatrist that she met. But then he was the one. He made a huge impact on her life, but they were together for about 2-3 years. So by the one, I mean just somebody important to you in your life journey. So we've got 3 piles today. We've got the pink one, the blue one, and the royal blue one. So if you want to take your time and choose a deck, pile, whatever. We'll get going. Right. I'm going to put that one there because if I get which one comes second and third. Okay. Pile number 1, your oracle card was Pablo Picasso, and it says, make seduction the greatest work of art and begin all affairs with good intention. So this gives me the general feeling that it's somebody you are attracted to or you are with is somebody who's a strong sexual attraction, but also I would say there are some good intentions from your heart. There's love there and the sexual attraction. Let's just get going with the card and see whether that does actually play out. Oh, well, that's nice actually. They're all upside down, so it's me basically putting them back to front. Okay, I'm just going to take my time a minute just to have a look at the cards, just for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so I can take bits in before I start spouting my mouth off. Okay, right, just from the start here, this is what I'm picking up so far. So your energy comes across as if you're quite reflective over the situation. It's almost as if you are quite a wise person, you're quite in tune with yourself, and there's this general feeling of wanting a more spiritual connection. You want something a bit deeper than just a fling. But there's also this almost a slight defensiveness about you, where you're probably as if you may have been hurt and you're sort of trying to approach the relationship in a logical fashion, where you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you could be too vulnerable. But there's also as well the feeling here with that this person makes you really happy. They make you feel good, and you have this like inkling that they possibly could be somebody that you have spent a long time looking for. There's something about this person that is different from other people that you have met, and you believe or feel, I haven't looked at the rest of the cards properly yet, that there is some sort of spiritual bond there between you. You may have dreamt about this person before you met them, or you just may feel a connection with them. There may be strong physical attraction with them, but you are keeping a little bit of yourself back at the moment. although they make you feel good and vice versa. So there's a mixture, this is what I'm getting at the moment, there's a mixture from you of being logical, a logical approach to the situation, because there is fear of maybe something's happened in the past, but there's also a strong spiritual and sexual attraction coming from you. Now this person, their energy is coming across as the King of Cups. So I'm gathering this person is probably quite mature or very mature in the way that they express their emotions. They're not somebody who's out for a fling. They're probably somebody who's after a balanced, giving, a loving relationship. You probably feel that from them. They're probably somebody who you feel warm from. Somebody who quite likes to hug, who is easy to touch and be touched. Just somebody who is warm and relaxed in themselves. It's not a type of young or juvenile, playboy, giddy energy. It's a mature, calm person who may have had a few relationships in the past. I don't mean promiscuous relationships, and more so the fact that they have run the gauntlet with their emotions, and they know what it feels like to be hurt, to love, just basically has been through the mill a little bit and knows exactly how to give. And they come from a good place. It's a nice energy. And you're coming, let me put another one on this. I am feeling nosy today, so I'd just like to grab a little bit about this person's energy. This King of Cups, underneath this card here with make seduction the greatest work of art, gives me the feeling of somebody who is quite watery. My first thoughts are somebody who has the sort of Cancer energy around them, who's very good with kids, very calm. That sort of man or woman that has that twinkle in the eye where there's a warmth and playfulness, but there's also like make the seduction the greatest work of art. And just to sort of, I always flip back to astrology, but gives me the feeling that somebody with a Mars or a Venus in Cancer, in the fact that most people would see Cancer as not being very sexual, but this person is really in tune with what the other person needs, and so that in itself is really seductive. They are probably quite mature in the way that they express themselves. They're shy but not. There's a strength, and they're sort of fixed, and they move forward with intentions, but there's somebody who has a nice touch. Somebody who holds you and it just feels nice. It's not a fire energy. It's somebody who knows what they're doing. I'm not saying fire people don't. It's a different type of energy. It makes you feel loved. This person could possibly make you feel loved. I'm not going to put another card on that. To be honest, I'm going to leave it at that because that's nice. Now you are coming across as somebody, especially right here, you've got the Temperance card and the Queen of Swords card here. So you've got a couple of Swords cards with your energy, and I've got the feeling, and I don't know if it is this person because they're coming up as the King of Cups, but I'm going to go through each one slowly, that you are or have been hurt, or you have this almost feeling that this person could hurt you. They make you feel slightly vulnerable. They bring out a sort of spikiness in you that isn't naturally there, almost as if this person might not have picked this up. It's just the way that your feelings go. It's almost like it brings up thoughts where a relationship you may have had, which you may have been, I'm not saying totally hurt, but you're almost trying to weigh up whether you feel too vulnerable in this relationship. As if you're going to turn more towards your intellect than reveal yourself to this person. That's just what I'm picking up. But I think that the person you are having this reading about has come into this relationship, or as an awareness of you as a potential partner with an open heart. Because you've got begin all affairs with good intentions, and he or she is coming across as the King of Cups. So I believe that the fear, or the fact that you fear that you may have moved away from something that has been painful is still nagging in your head rather than it's actually a reality. Okay. How they see you, just as you have got the Temperance card here, you've got the Hangman here. So they see you as somebody who is very in tune with themselves, somebody who can see through people and can suss them out very well. You've probably got a very strong energy, but also a mixture of calmness about you, probably which goes hand in hand with this person's energy. You're somebody who doesn't act spontaneously, and I don't mean that as in a sort of a fixed earthy energy, but you're somebody who has a good insight into people's motives, and then you think about things from probably a higher perspective and then move forward. So they probably see you as being somebody very wise, very in tune with yourself. You probably meditate. You are just somebody who might be interested in spirituality, and they can sense that about you. They can sense that they don't feel that you're going to harm them. It's maybe a little bit, I'm not saying it's a big issue with you, but there's that slight inkling that you think they could possibly bring out a little bit of vulnerability in you. Unless you are just naturally an air sign person, you've got that quite heavy in your chart, where you just basically quite logical anyway. I think this person is quite emotional. Okay, how they act around you. Now, sometimes, this is bizarre because you've got the King of Cups here. You've got somebody who's quite self-assured. You've got somebody who's quite in control of themselves. But how they act around you is as if you're not interested. They're not sure when they're around you whether you are interested in them at all. They feel almost as if you have a life going on that possibly hasn't quite included them yet, or included them as much as they would like to be included. They want to be seen by you, and they don't feel that they are. They feel that you are just getting on with what you're doing in a quiet, studious sort of way, but you're not actually letting them in as much as they want to be let in. I'm going to put another couple of cards on that, or at least one. Yeah, you give this person the general feeling that you are content in yourself, that you're somebody who is getting on with their life. You may be somebody who enjoys their home or lives somewhere in the countryside, or basically you could be a mother. You could just be somebody who's quite at ease in their own skin, with their own family, with the people around them. You give this person the impression that you don't want for anything. So this person's sitting here thinking, how am I going to fit into your life? And that's probably what you're picking up from them. So the way that they act around you is almost as if they're not sure which steps to take, and whether they're going to actually be welcomed, or whether you need them, or whether you're going to call them, or whether they will fit in with your weekend plans, that sort of feeling. Right, then you have got, I'm going to have to stick some cards in the Magician. For the problem in your relationship, you've got the Magician. Now, for me to have the Magician in this pile as a problem is difficult, because the Magician is basically, it's this card here, is somebody who has all the tools at their disposal, somebody who is quite good at starting things off, is probably very charismatic, is probably somebody who everybody else finds quite attractive. So either you have somebody in your life already who fits this bill, or you feel that this person that you're talking about is this type of character. If you may be feeling tiptoeing around this situation, feeling vulnerable, as if you could get hurt, and these two cards are for the person that you're looking at, male or female, this person is probably quite charismatic and has a lot of people who are interested in them. They may be somebody warm and open who easily expresses what they're thinking and feeling. They're probably very intellectual, probably very good at starting things off. Perhaps an entrepreneur, can't say that. Somebody who works themselves, or somebody who's very good at thinking, very astute. quite a character. I would think that this person, if they're coming up as a magician, and this is what's blocking the magician and the King of Cups, if it's them and this is what's blocking you, as you almost feel as if they treat everybody else like this, and you're not sure whether you're special to them, because they are the type of person that's quite open to other people. Okay, I've just put extra cards over this, what's the blockage, and you have got the Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands, you have got the Page of Rods, and you've got the Fool, and I thought when I pulled that out it was another child, to be honest. Now I'm wondering whether this person has children and a family already. Because I thought I pulled out 2 children. If this person is not, what's blocking you is if it's not what... If what is possibly blocking you in this relationship is the fact that they have a family. Oh, that didn't make sense, did it? I'm going to try again. You are either blocked by the fact that this person may have a family, or the fact that you feel as if they could play you in a way with other people, lots of people around them. Perhaps they work with a lot of women, perhaps they work with a lot of children, or they just generally give the feeling that they are in charge themselves, and it could make you feel as if, will you fit in their life if there's so many people that might find them attractive? What do they think of you? Because there's a slight, this is not a huge problem, and I don't want to rant on about it as if it is, but there's a slight almost reserved feeling. I don't want to use the word defensive, because I don't get that at all, and there's no cards to say defensive, but a reserved feeling as if you are thinking, where are you going to fit in this person's life, as if you've put this person higher than yourself in that popularity stakes, or maybe looks, and it isn't true at all. It's just this person probably is a big personality and works with a lot of people around them, and in your head you've sort of mingled it around that, I wonder if they're interested in me, that sort of feeling. Let's go on and find out anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Right, this is maybe your answer. So what does this person want to do about the fact that they may have, I'm not saying they've picked this up, but that you may be feeling as if you don't quite know where you stand, and bit vice versa, to be honest. And the fact that they possibly could have a family, don't know about that one, that might apply to a few people, but definitely there's this feeling of this person as being something special. You sort of perceive them as somebody who is quite in charge of where they are in life, a bigger warm personality that gives out. Now what they want to do about the fact that there's a slight blockage between you is they are going to make contact, or they want to move forward with you, and it's quite a passionate feeling. They want to move towards you to show you how they feel. They want to express themselves, and they want action. They are fed up of sitting around with you two wondering, or tiptoeing around each other. This person wants passion. They want to move towards you. They want to communicate with you, and I don't mean in a direct way. I do mean a direct way. They don't want to beat around the bush. If you have been more reserved, they want to put an end to that. Let me put some cards on this death card here, and then I'll tell you what it means in this particular position. There's quite a lot of passion with this pile. There's it's a combination of water and fire, so there's the feelings there, and they're really, really strong emotional feelings. So there's that sort of attachment on a emotional level, but it's also tinged with a feeling of passion that's underlying, as if you're both very, very aware of your feelings, but it's almost as if you're teetering here and not coming together, just trying to work out a little bit of what the other person feels before you make a move. And I think this person who you're asking about is the person that's going to make the move. There's quite a lot of rumbling passion. There's quite a seductive feel about this person that you're asking about. Oh my God. Okay. So this card here is the strength of their feelings. You have got um, two death cards here, and you've also got the Pentacles cards here, the Ten of Pentacles. So if this applies, if this person has a family, they can't express their feelings to you because of their family, and they're not going to express their feelings to you because they have to cut off. It's not that they don't feel it, they feel it strongly. They want to come towards you, and I still think they're going to come towards you, and that's quite a strong feeling. But I don't think they can carry this. Oh my God, I can see the card out of my right eye. What's coming next? I don't know. Oh, right. Let me just carry on with this next card with it as well. Right. I'm going to put these three cards together. What do they want to do about it? They want to come towards you. If they have a family, they know that it could be the death of their family situation, or if there is some setup that doesn't approve like their family, as in not so much kids but their parents or something. They know that this could cause trouble. And what are they actually going to do about it? Where are they heading with you? And you've got the Lovers at the end. So this is almost like a Wuthering Heights feel about it. It's almost as if you can hardly keep apart. There's a feeling that you feel with this two death cards here that something could be totally upset if you two get together, but it's almost as if you don't care, because there's such a strength of feelings that you are going to come towards this person, but not as fast as they're going to come towards you. There's almost like a passion with this pile. It has a feeling of playing around the edges, but a huge magnetic pull. So I think what's going to happen is this person's going to come towards you anyway. Two death cards, I don't know what that means. To me, it is possibly some disapproval over your relationship to do with family. That will be disrupted if this relationship carries on. I can't really think. If it's not family, it's financial. But with me, and then getting these people coming up over this card here, what's blocking you, and there's like lots of people in this situation. You've got the Queen of Rods, the Page of Rods, and the Fool, as if they want to start off something fresh, jump into this situation with you, and it involves cutting off something to get close to you, but their intentions towards you are very strong. This is almost like a strong silent type, and you might be a bit tentative to go forward with this relationship. So all these cards that I was picking up earlier, with like the Temperance, the Queen of Swords, is you. That's probably why you're a little bit tentative about moving forward. Okay, pile number one. I'm going to leave it there. I can't say anything more, but that is your pile. So good luck with that one. I hope you get on well, and I hope there isn't too much angst in getting where you want to go with the person that you have in mind, because the feelings are strong. This person is very sexually attracted to you. There's a strong emotional bond there too. It gives a watery feel about it, where the emotions may be spoken about, but they're definitely felt. Okay, well, thank you, pile number one. Let's go on to pile number two. Pile number two. So, is he or she the one? Pile number one, actually, I didn't actually say at the end, is he or she the one? She's definitely a huge one for now, if you know what I mean. Right, pile number two, you've got Ricky Martin in his underpants. Sex is like exercise. Practice and discipline are essential, and the crowd can go wild, but love is something only your secret heart can know. Okay, I don't know why he's holding his todger there. Let's put Ricky Martin under there, and let's see if this makes sense. This is quite a raunchy power to start off with. So let's see if he is the one. I can't actually concentrate with those underpants looking at me. Okay, so is he or she the one for you? As in, are they going to make an impact in your life, even if you're not with them, and when you're old and grey, will you look back with fondness? But definitely either way with a memory, a strong memory. Let's go. So excuse me while I just deal them out. It takes ages because I need to take in what I'm looking at. It's a bit slow as I get old. 8. Okay. I'm going to put those up there. Okay, right, okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Right, I'm going to go with you first. This is you. These are the cards, just this is your energy, and these are the cards at the back of the pile, sort of giving me an idea of what you are thinking and feeling about this relationship or this person. You give the impression to me that you are somebody who is very attracted, physically attracted to this person. There's a lot of physicality in this. Ricky Martin's Underpants started that off, and you also feel a real emotional bond to this person. You feel as if this is your person. When you talk to them, I'm going to come to that later with this star card, but when you communicate with them, you feel as if it's the one. And these feelings are reciprocated. This person, because you've got the Two of Cups here, this person feels the same about you, that there is something between you that you don't often find with everybody else, but you are the one so far, and I haven't looked at the energy yet, who is prepared to work towards it. And you're quite balanced about your approach. You're quite aware. You're probably very very astute, very aware of how relationships develop, what you need to give, what you can take. You almost have a very wise old person feel about the way that you deal with emotions and relationships. You're not somebody to make a fool of yourself. You're quite balanced. You are prepared to wait. You are prepared to work. This person makes you feel good. You know that you are connected. You probably have dreamt about this person. There's probably some synchronicity in your meetings where you feel as if this person is meant to be in your life, and that feeling is really strong in this pile. Now, what you're actually getting from them and their energy at the moment is almost, it's not enough for you, because you can feel a connection, and they are slow moving, and they are moving towards you in very small practical steps. This is probably the way that this person relates to everybody. They might have a lot of earth energy in them. I'm tending to think Virgo strong in their chart. I don't really know why I think that, because it could be the other three as well, but it's somebody who is not that expressive. I'm not saying sex expressive. The beginning of the relationship, there's not going to be huge displays of affection. There's not going to be exuberance and like a fire sign comes towards you. If this person likes you, you will know that they like you by the way that they help you, the way that they approach you, and they will do things practically for you. They will give you gifts. They will offer to help you carry your bag. They will come and help you with something in the house that needs fixed. just by the way that you've got this Eight of Pentacles here, so I'm getting the impression that you want to work towards a relationship which is quite a Virgo-y, earthy feel about it. They work slowly, so this is like work feelings. You might know each other through work, and what they want is they want the ultimate Pentacles with you. They want to work together to get something solid, a family, a home, some sort of feeling of the ultimate relationship. They're quite heavy work cards in here, so they definitely could be studying or work. You've got here as well, the crowd can go wild, but love is something only, oh, not the pounds, only your secret heart will know. So I think this person might even be a little bit shy, because you've got the Page of Coins here. You've got you working with your coins. You've got them wanting the ultimate sort of material manifestation in this life with you, but they are coming across very small in the way that they show themselves. I'm not going to relate that to the underpants again. So they might be shy in expressing themselves. This is somebody who doesn't come across as larger than life. It's somebody who wants to care for you practically, and that's how they will show what they feel. So how do they act around you? Now, I've got a general feeling that there are either a lot of people around you when you are connecting to this person, and it's almost as if they can't get their attention, because if they're coming across as the Page, and here you've got like the Five of Wands, there's a lot of people in this card normally. It's normally a bit of tension. Normally it's quite antagonistic. It's as if they act around you as if they get annoyed that they can't get your attention. There's always somebody in their way when they want to come and talk to you. If it's not that, or it could be a combination of both, there could be this general feeling that when you talk, whatever they want to say and how they want to express themselves, they can't get it out. They say something that you could take the wrong way, or they've taken the wrong way. So there's this feeling that you could be walking away from each other thinking, oh shit, I didn't mean to say that, or that's not the way that she should have taken it, or he should have taken it. So there's either a lot of people, there's a slight sort of strife you feel about the way that they come across to you, or they feel that the strife, they can't actually get near you because there's not enough contact here, or when they do try and get close to you, there's somebody there that's in their way. Somebody keeps butting in. There's somebody on the phone call when they're talking to you. There's just not the contact that they want, and it's making them feel slightly rattled. Right, the problems here. You've got the Star for your blocks and problems. The Star to me is a relationship that could be, and there's a lot of online communication possibly, or that there's some distance here. I haven't got any other distance cards here, and you certainly don't feel distance. I do think you've communicated because you've got the Two of Cups, so there's definitely a reciprocal feeling of affection here. But there's also the Star always makes me think that there's some distance between you, which could go with this Five of Wands, that the communication is somehow annoying. You can't quite get to each other as much as you would like to. Could be lockdown, I don't know. If the blocks aren't communication, the other way this Star card could go is the fact that they have some desires, some hopes and some wishes, and if this is a block, they're not getting them from you. You are not giving them what they want at the moment, or there's something that they have in their mind is their ultimate goal with you that they are finding it difficult to get towards for some reason or not. Let me have a nose and put some extra on this one. Okay. I get a feeling that, I don't know whether this is true, but there is a strong spiritual bond between you two, and that they feel that, you feel that, but there might be somebody else involved. You've got the Three of Cups here. It's only one card, to be honest, to say that there's three people in a relationship. I would like to see another card, but that is definitely a possibility. The Judgment card always like karmic feel. It's like a feeling of connection. It's like a feeling of, especially with a star, of something rumbling that is going to explode into something new. It's like that feeling that there is a spiritual bond here. You almost, if you recognize, especially you recognize that there is some, like, almost like a past life feel about it. You know, that deja vu feeling when you're looking at somebody and talking to them and you feel that connection. Now you definitely feel that. This person's quite practical. They will feel the draw but not know where it's coming from. You've got the Temperance up here. You're really aware of, I think you're quite spiritually astute. You're really aware of that feeling of knowing somebody from before. And it's almost as if they slip into this life and then you recognise them. It is that deja vu feeling, but it's like relationship based. But there could be somebody else in the way here. I'm going to carry on and see if this comes up some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What do they want to do about the fact that there's a bond here, but possibly distance or somebody else involved? These are probabilities, possibilities. But I can tell you that they want everything emotionally. They want everything from you. They want you to make them feel good. They feel as if they found you and that you are somebody special and they don't want to lose you. You feel the same. There's this sort of feeling that you are both going to be better people. This is what you two feel. I'm not saying this is true because I haven't looked at these yet. I'm just keeping these out of the way. That you two feel as if together you would make a really good team and be better together than you possibly could be separated. So I'm getting the answer to the question bit by bit here. So as far as I've got, yes, I would think that you both feel as if you have met the one. You definitely do. This person is, I would say, feeling the same, but this person's coming up as the Page of Cups with the sort of 5 of Wands here, which is, I can't get close to you. I need to make practical steps. That's the way I work. There's distance. There may be somebody between us, but you are the one that makes me feel fulfilled. The strength of their feelings. This is also sort of exemplified. I made that word up. I don't think it's the right word. Exaggerated, I don't know. Anyway, you've got the Magician for their strength of feelings here. So this basically blows, you know, the other stuff out of the water. The Magician's a really strong card. They want to make you a reality. That's probably the best way of saying it. They want to make you, they want to pull you into their world and make you solid, which sounds like a really dicky thing to say, but you've got Pentacles here, you've got the wish card, Star Wish card here, you've got the Wish card here. They want to make you a reality in their world. They think they have the tools. They think if they keep working towards you, if they are, you know, practically keep making these little steps, this is the way that they think. If I just turn up at her door and if I do this, or if I send her this email, little steps, and it will become a reality. You actually probably feel the same because you've got the 8 of Pentacles up here. So you're probably quite similar in that way. You know, which is totally correct, that the way to make a relationship work is by basically being there, showing up and giving to each other. So that's really, actually, this is just coming together. You both are on the same page. So you are totally correct in feeling that the 2 of Cups here. You are both, it's almost like the same vibration. And you recognise that in each other. You know that the person is on the same page as you. You know that you're going to give and it's not going to be laughed at because the way that you give is the way that they give. You know, sometimes when you get 2 people together, and then especially when you're younger and you're attracted to them and you get together and they're good looking or whatever, and you find they're totally different from you and there's still that need to be together, but it just basically cuts off. This is not that type of relationship. You are both the same person and you recognise that in each other. So when you are working hard, when they see you working hard, that probably turns them on. if they come round to your house and you basically, if they're very sort of earthy and you're stuck in your plant pots or whatever, or you know they see you with your head down at your table working hard, that's probably the type of thing that turns them on. They probably can't get close to you at the moment because there's lots of other people around you. All family involved. Okay. Right. I'm going to put the, where are you two heading? I'm going to put some cards on this one. To give me a little bit more information. Oh my geez, you're the same as the last pile. Where are you two heading? Okay, you have got this practical, quietly sexual pile here where you both recognise each other. There is possibly a feeling of a karmic bond, and there could possibly also be other people involved, very likely with your Five of Wands and your Three of Cups here. Where's your relationship heading? If you want this relationship to go forward, there's going to have to be some sort of pain. And if that's what you both want, and that's where you both feel that, if you feel that this person is the one, and you definitely do, and they recognise that in you as well, there's going to be some sort of upset. There's going to be, so you've got the Nine of Swords here, which is the card where something has happened and you are feeling tense and you are feeling very aware of the pain. It's that pain that follows you around when you feel like you've lost something and there's a lot of crying going on. There's a family card here, so it's almost as if it's like, to me, to interpret these into really a basic sentence is you're going to lose some family and you're going to experience pain for that change that you two want to make if you want to be together. I know that's really sort of a direct ending to this, but I think, I can't tell any porkies. There is a really strong, silent type sexual bond where you recognise each other, and there are very, very strong feelings. There might be distance. There is definitely people in between you, or some situation in between you that's causing some sort of blockage to get that close. You both recognise that you're meant to be together, and this person is doing everything possible to bring you into their life. Or in their head, that's what they're doing. No, actually, probably more than their head, because you've got Two of Pentacles here. But for it to work, it's almost as if you are going to have to feel some sort of upheaval or pain to get there. All right, pile number 2. I can't actually say any more than that. I hope that makes sense. And I hope you get to where you want to go without experiencing, turmoil. But sometimes to get where you want to go, if you know that's exactly where, you can't live without this person. Actually, that's wrong. Everybody can live without somebody. But if you feel you're on the right track, it's going to bring the best out in you. And you may have to. It may be hard getting there. It may be painful in certain parts to get there. But I can see there's a bond there. Okay. Thank you, pile number 2. Come here. Stuck. It's not stuck, just flipping stubborn. Right, pile number 3. You've got George Clooney. If you commit the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. Intelligence is the sexiest attribute. Now, George Clooney's got a Aries Venus. I don't think he really believes intelligence is the sexiest attribute, but I know he's got Sagittarius in there too, and a bit, I think, Aquarius, so he might do. Right. Aries Venus would just think sex is the sexiest attribute. Not that it is an attribute. Right, let's just see how what's going on between you and your person, and whether this person is the one for you, and vice versa. Right, just give me a moment when I get the cards out. I'm really slow. I'm like an old lady, just to have a look at them. Ooh la! Oh my gosh! Okay, interesting pile, really interesting pile. I'm just going to put some cards on this Seven of Wands before I start. And then I'm going to tell you. Oh, that's fell out. Let me put another couple on there. Okay, now this is a huge, compared to the other two piles, this third pile has got a adventurous feel about it. There's a sort of a sexy devil may care attitude to it, but I'm wondering whether somebody's married. I'm wondering whether you're married. Just pulled the cards out. Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering whether there's decision. I've just started off ranting then. Your the energy, the thoughts behind here, like you've got Ten of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, so that almost makes me think that somebody could be married, could be them, tending to think it's a female relationship. Either if it's not that, there's just like a steady family energy behind you. But let me go back to ranting about the energy of the whole pile. This pile is sexy, sexy. You are it's almost got a childlike, adventurous, foolish feel about it, as in this might not be the relationship that you expected to have, but you definitely want to go forward with it. Different feeling from the other piles. This person's energy is very similar. They are somebody who likes a party, somebody who likes life to be an adventure, who likes things to be bigger than boring. They're not content in their life in going to Tesco's, having sex, watching TV, going to bed. This person wants to look back at their life and their relationships as something bigger than everyday activities. There is a feeling of let me put another one on the Queen of Wands for you. But there's this general feeling of feistiness and fun from this person. They probably enjoy flirting. They are probably quite loud. If they're not loud, they will have a loud sense of humour. As in, they will be quite playful. They are probably very attractive in they know how to hold themselves well. They know how to walk well. Their body is probably one of those bodies which is quite tight, as in you've got buttocks. Just even if they're not visually attractive, like face wise, there'll be something about the energy that people pick up. A bit of a swagger, playfulness, fun, a warm feeling about this person. They could be Sagittarius. They could be quite spiritual. They could be one of these people who know what's going on in life and know how to manipulate it to get the fun out of it. You know, that sort of feeling like we're only on this earth for a short space of time. Let's remember it. Let's make it fun. Now, and at the moment, even though I generally picked up before that you could be either very calm, loving family person or actually have a family. You are matching this person's energy almost exactly. There is a feeling of wanting to rock the boat with this person. This person may be in your life for some strange reason that doesn't really fit. You may not have expected to meet them, but you are over the moon that you've met them because there's time to play. You feel as if this person is coming just at the correct time in your life where you want to have fun. You've got here, if you commit the perfect heist, make sure you don't brag about it. This is almost making me feel that this relationship, there could be, I've got no secretive cards here, but there could be something naughty about your relationship. I don't quite know what I mean by that. It's very admirable. And if this person has this fun-loving Sagittarius feel about them, you are probably quite a naughty pair. You match each other in your, what's the word you get told at school when you're standing outside the door? I can't remember. Yeah, that sort of. I'm thinking Bonnie and Clyde here, but I don't mean Bonnie and Clyde. That feeling, you both are very similar in that you know what you're doing and you don't care in a good way, as long as you're not hurting people, in a good, exciting way. You are very aware that you are right on the edge of diving into this relationship or making it something a lot deeper, and you don't care where it's going because you are fed up of living a humdrum life. Not saying you have, but you definitely see this person as making your life exciting. Right, okay, we're to carry on this theme of fantastic revolting behaviour. This person, how they see you is so in keeping with this so far. This person, I do like this part, this is my favourite part yet. This it is going to show no bones in coming towards you. They are going to tell you exactly how they feel. They're not going to hide their feelings. Your communication is going to be instant. There's going to be that, I don't know if you are together at the moment, but you will definitely be communicating soon, and there's going to be this excitement in the air. They are not going to hide their feelings. They are somebody who wants to be open. They are somebody who wants to share exactly what they're feeling, and they know that you're feeling it. Your card is slightly cooler than this other's energy, but only slightly. Yours, it matches them in its lack of concern for what other people think. Yours comes from more of a rebellious stance, more of a mental stance, as in like, I can do what I want and I'm going to do it anyway because, you know, life is for living. Theirs comes from a sort of wilder, warmer sense, if you know what I mean. But either way, you both match each other, and there's going to be no hold bars when you two get together or communicate. You're not going to be shy, you're not going to hide your feelings because you can't see the point. Now this is totally not in keeping with what I'm going to say next. Okay. How will they act around you? And this is bizarre because I don't know if this is the past. So let me put some cards on this because these cards don't go together. So I don't know if this is something that's happened or whether you're in a situation where you two, this is making sense, where you two, with other people around you, you can't actually show these feelings. You are feeling them, and it's almost as if you are like two fireworks that are ready to explode. But so how they act around you is almost quite reserved. Let me see. Oh, jeez. Okay. How they act around you. This doesn't go with what I've just been saying, but they are somebody who is open, doesn't hide their feelings. But this card here, I don't know if this will make sense to you. How they act around you is somebody who is almost as if they are in hiding, as if they know that they have got to basically pull back and reserve their emotions. Reserve, is that the correct word? Basically hide their emotions. I wonder whether you, for some reason, you can't show your emotions. This person can't show you in public their emotions because you've got the Tower here as well. If they were to show you what they're feeling, if you were to show each other what you're feeling, it's almost as if other people are around, that this could be quite explosive. And so they put on this card here, how they act around you is not in keeping with their emotions or your emotions. They act as if they don't care. I get the feeling here, because I always feel you've got a tight chest, you're saying as if they're not allowed to express themselves with other people around them. I don't get why. You've got the Tower card and you've got the Six of Pentacles. So it's almost as if there's a hiding and slowly almost letting out a torrent of water out of a small pipe here. There's that feeling that they're feeling it and they're almost exploding inside, but they can only show you in public bits of what they're feeling. I don't know what that means. Let's carry on going and see if that makes sense, because that is not in keeping with their true feelings for you. Okay, okay, this is maybe give me an idea of why they're hiding. You've got the Seven of Wands here. And this confuses me because you've got the Cups on it as well. So you've got the Seven of Wands here. So there's this feeling of somebody else in the relationship, possibly another woman, who's causing them to have almost a slightly defensive anxiety, as if their hands are tied and they can't move forward and they've got to turn their back on you or the other person. So this is where these feelings are strong, but there's almost something between stopping you expressing your feelings open and naturally to each other, because that's the way you personalities probably are, quite open and natural. There's a defensiveness, there's an anxiety, and there's almost this I've got to turn my back on you because of this other woman feeling here. Let me keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, what do they want to do about it? What they're going to do about these huge, exciting, magnetic feelings between the pair of you is they are going to act strangely, very maturely, like a father, like a parent, like a husband. So whoever this person is with, if this person is single, it could be towards you. If this person is in a relationship, I can see the other, as I'm reading this, I can see the next 3 cards. This person is going to act like a controlled, reserved, practical person, which is so not in keeping with their energy. That is how they're going to come across. They're going to cut off their feelings because of anxiety of some explosion to do with another relationship. This is what I'm picking out. I might have got this wrong. I will go through these extra cards again when I've finished, but I'm going to carry on for now just to see if it makes more sense to you as I'm going along. Their strength of feelings for you are huge. Their strength of feelings, if I put them here with basically how they express themselves, how you express themselves, how they want to come towards you, you have got Wands, you have got fire. This is a huge sexual pull. There is a lot, there's more sex or sexual attraction than there are emotions here. This person is a very sexual person. They like fun, they like, I've said it all before, and they can see that in you. There's a strong sexual bond between the pair of you. You find each other very physically attractive. This person, probably more so, finds you attractive. You've got the Ace of Wands here, which is basically just sexual overexcitement. So their feelings towards you are really strong, a huge physical pull. Now, this is where are you heading? You've got the Ten of Swords, which basically means you two aren't heading anywhere. I'm really sorry to say that, but I can't. That's exactly what's in front of me. I can't. Even the card like that, I can't tell you, Porky. I'm going to sum it up. And I'm going to go through why your relationship isn't going anywhere. So, is this the one? Yes, you will always remember this person. You remember them because they are they feel the same as you. The attraction between the pair of you is huge. It's a huge sexual pull. It's you don't a lot of, but I would tend to think it could possibly be somebody. Might be married. There might be somebody else in the relationship with them. How they can act about this is the King of Pentacles, which is that once again is so not in keeping with the way that they have come across so far. They are trying to hide their attraction to you. I don't think this person would hide it in private, but for some reason in public they might be. I don't think this relationship, for this reason that they're hiding it, there's something behind this relationship that I don't understand. It's going to be different for each person, but this might ring true. There is a feeling of almost having to slow down their natural tendencies, having to think about things which doesn't come naturally to them, and possibly a feeling of defensiveness and anxiety, and almost a need to put on a show to hide the pull. And I don't think this relationship will has the potential to move forward for reasons that you already know. See, I wonder whether I think there are other people involved in this relationship that are making it difficult. Right, I'm going to finish there. To finish off, is this person your one? Physically, you match each other because there is this huge pull between you. You are like two kids who want to have sex. Basically, they're not kids, don't take that the wrong way, but there's something in the outer world that is stopping that sort of sexual expression between the pair of you, which I tend to think has got to do with some circumstance in your life, possibly because you've just had another king here, or in their life with the Queen of Cups, where they may have to say, look, I can feel it, I feel it the same, but it may not work. Right, I'm going to stop there. Pile number 3. Thank you very much for staying with me today, and I hope that resonates in some way, because you're just a really sexy feel about it, which is, you know, really fun, and I wanted it to work and it to say at the end that, yeah, this is, you know, it's going to be the one, but there's things to sort out in that one. I think there's more going on behind your relationship than, you know, just childlike spontaneity and exuberance and all that. There's complications, I would say, which you probably know about. Right, thank you, pile number 3, and good luck.